Our haul trucks work for about 10 hours a day, constantly driving back and forth, hauling material for the company. Could be easy for an operator to be fatigued, so we definitely want to stay on top of their activities and monitoring them and helping them to be safe.
We actually had an incident where we had a young truck driver have some issues the night before, came to work, and fell asleep at the wheel and drove a 40-ton haul truck over a half-ton pickup. So, significant exposure with that. So when we saw this technology, it was just a perfect fit for our operations.
When I heard that Caterpillar was coming to help us with a fatigue management study and some additional tools to help, I was really excited. Our highest priority here is the safety of our workforce. If we can't do that, then we don't effectively do our jobs.
So how do we measure fatigue at a customer site? What we do is we implement what's called a fatigue risk assessment, an FRA. And our fatigue risk assessment is broken into 3 phases. During the first phase, we will have the driver safety system in silent mode. So we'll just be collecting data to see if fatigue is something to be concerned about at the site. What we'll also do during this phase is we will have volunteers where the Caterpillar SmartBand, we're able to pull information off the SmartBand and then really look at the quality and the quantity of sleep that individuals are getting while working their schedules. We'll also get the real data, obviously, that's occurring in the truck while the operators are driving during their normal shifts. Once we have that data, now that's our baseline data where we can now move into phase 2. We turn the alarms on. When a driver has a micro sleep event, an alarm will go off in the truck, the seat will vibrate, there will be an audio alarm that alerts the driver. What we typically see happen once the alarms are turned on in the truck, we see a decrease in fatigue events by over 80%.
We got a lot of information that we could use, a lot of things to help us in our path forward for us to be able to implement a plan.
Quite honestly, most of the feedback initially when hearing about the study was fairly cautious. As we got into the study, and Kat did a great job of laying out the groundwork of exactly what we were doing with the study, the response became much more positive.
What really interested me in the CAT technology is the level of engagement. It's not just a technology solution, but it's also a solution that through the call center in Illinois, we can have direct feedback to our frontline supervisors.
During phase 3, we implement that fatigue intervention plan. This piece of video that's captured is then sent to our fatigue monitoring center. We'll have a safety advisor then review that clip and verify that it was indeed a fatigue event. The safety advisor will then contact the site to alert them that there has been a fatigue event, and then the site will then manage it through their fatigue intervention plan.
Our frontline supervisor gets a call, and then that gives him the opportunity to immediately intervene and just find out what's going on. It just gives us an opportunity where we can have that safety conversation, and I think that was the most compelling part for me.
Having this technology allowed us to see something that was invisible to us. For it to be able to vibrate and alarm and alert the guys that they were being distracted or that they were having a fatigue issue, it really helped open our eyes to a potential risk that we just didn't know how much it was actually there. So that information has been invaluable to us.
In fact, going from phase 1 to phase 3, we saw a 97% reduction in distraction events.
We just seen phenomenal improvement. The whole process has just been awesome. I can't say enough good things about our partnership with CAT Safety Solutions. They are absolutely experts in the field, and the support that we have received from the team has just been outstanding. For other organizations, if you are thinking about fatigue and understand that you have some exposures, I really encourage you to talk to these guys because they can absolutely help you.
The emphasis on truly looking after the readiness of the employee to operate safely, it just reinforces the commitment that this organization has to safety, as well as CAT and their support.